Hello everybody, and welcome to my, animation guide. It isn't gonna be just me this time, because I have, I think, Gorg, who's gonna do a segment, like, later in the video, and maybe a few others. I'm not totally sure as I'm recording this. But, so I have a few things I want to go over, and one of them, I want to preface before this is gonna be long, very rambly. Pacing is gonna suck really bad. I'm copying Crispy's rant from his video, I'm noticing. And also there are no rules when it comes to any aspect of object ship production. This is just a general guide because people have been asking me about how I do stuff. And the old animation thing that I did is super outdated. So, okay. So, yeah, I have a few things that I really want to do, and one of them is I want to show off a few separate ways how to do, like, lip sync, and I'm going to do a few really quick test animations. Each of them are going to be, like, a few seconds long, and they're all just going to be, like, fast little things to show off separate ways how to do things. But, so, first, oh, that's so many folders for just one character. So first, we're gonna have Banana. This is the audio that we're gonna use. Hey guys, this is me. I'm testing the Satomi modes, and I'm just really happy to be here, having fun. And so, what we're gonna do, we're gonna make a few key poses. And in this thing, we're not, like, just gonna go over lip sync. Like, we're gonna go over a few separate parts of animation as well. But it's gonna mainly, this segment is gonna mainly focus on lip sync. If you want this video to be more organized and add, like, chapters, like how Crispy's video is, let me know, and I will probably do that. Oh yeah, real quick, in my last tutorial, I opened up my commands. These 4 shouldn't be here, but I have eases, life improving, and Z absorb. These are just stuff that I don't use. But so, I will put these in the description besides the auto mouth loop. That is for concept crew only. And so first you can find, like, a way to do this yourself, but you have to do okay, I don't want to do that. Do Control R, or actually no, it's, and then you open up run, and then you go into app data, and I'm not going to show that, but then after you open up run, you go into local, Adobe, and then every single folder that shows up, and then commands, and then you put whatever JSF file you want to use in there, and then that's how you get the things up here. And you can add, like, folders and stuff, and I learned this from Gorg, who didn't tell me, I just spied on him. And then my friend Et taught me how to, hey guys, I'm gonna mute this too, how to, like, add keybinds. So here, instead of manually going to recoil like how I usually would, I will do Control R, and that automatically does recoil for me, and Control F for frame to graphic, and there we go. That's a little thing. So what you want to do, you want to go into edit, then keyboard preferences, and then you go to, like, recoil, and then you add, and then you bind a key to it, and then you're good. But yeah, those are just some shortcuts that I use. But so we're gonna make some really quick. I'm not gonna add legs yet. That's something separate. So first, I'm gonna go into here, and do not forget to remove these. A lot of people forget to remove these. We're gonna add leg markers. Okay. I'm gonna have to make them, like, really long because Banana's a bit lopsided. But we're gonna have our legs like we're gonna have them like that, and this is how we're gonna make sure that they stay in the same place. And you have to keep the feet planted too. I see a few people struggle with this. That is a big no-no. I might just commentate while I do the poses. But hey guys, this is me. This is me. But the reason why I'm doing a new tutorial is I just have a lot more experience than I did last time, and last time it was really bad. And like while I was like watching, I like cringed at it. Like, you know the Michael mouth I showed you all how to do? That is awful. Don't ever do that. That's like a big no-no. Big no-no. So you want to do a mouth like that? So I have open mouth. I'll open up the video like real quick, actually. Yeah, no, I did the thing where I would like just squish it. Do not do that. I'm telling you now, please don't do that. So let's make 10 frames. It's gonna be our teeth mouth. And so instead of like squishing it, like just going, because that looks really shit. And I shouldn't have put that in my video because that is not how you're meant to do that. But you can alter this to how you want, but you should always just draw a new drawing instead, and that will help you achieve the aesthetic. Oh, it's a movie clip. Of course it's a movie clip. This is me. I'm testing the Satomi. See, that just looks so much better. That actually just looks so much better. Okay. Sorry for that side tangent, but I really wanted to say that in this part before I moved on. Oh yeah, side note, with like characters like Banana, make sure that you know how you want to do them. Because like Banana, he's at a slant, like I said earlier, so I'm gonna, have his arm. You can barely even see it, but he has an arm back here that I can use now. And okay, so Banana has an arm back here that I can use now, and because that's because Banana is at a slant and he doesn't work like everybody else. Fun. There's not enough in between here to have like. I mean, I could have blanks, I guess. So So and I'm gonna. This is a really simplistic style that we're gonna use besides like lip sync, because one of the biggest parts, at least for animating like my stuff, I just kind of mishmash a lot of the like pieces together, and that's why it always looks a little bit off-putting. This is me. And so I'm just gonna like. And I'm gonna do barely any in-betweens here, okay? This is not how you would typically do a scene, because a scene is usually meant to be animated and good. You can do this on, like, concept and stuff, because it's all really simplistic, but you gotta keep in mind that a lot of the time, graphics don't always look perfect. So this scene is gonna be really simplistic. Okay, very basic, very rudimentary. And if we want to add more in-betweens, we can. It's very open possibility. It's just that I personally like to animate like more simplistically, so I can spend more time on other stuff like storytelling and writing. This is really annoying to draw. A very large majority of this is probably gonna get cut out, but I don't really care. So we're gonna have 5 keyframes, 1 here, and then we're gonna do closed mouth. This is the order that I usually go in, just because it helps me the most. Do whatever works for you, because there are no rules. It's meant to be a guide. I might smoothen this. I maybe again, because that looks really bad. Okay, there we go. And then so this is one of the cons of drawing with a mouse. It's always really shaky and awful. Open, closed, F mouth. And then now, because we have those, we have a very clear outline for the closed mouth. There we go, there we go. And now we can just do O however we really want to do it. There are a few ways to do O mouths, but I just like to do really simple ones. And then now for all of these, make them movie clips. This is very similar to the web service tutorial, except the balance pack is very different. Very, not very different, but it is different. So we're going to have squish. It's going to squish like that, except we're going to move this to 1 frame over. Now, most people do, they have it 2 frames. But for this very specific type of lip sync, we're gonna move it over here. I personally think that this type of lip sync looks really cool, and I don't really want it to be in my show because a lot of times it can end up looking kind of awkward, but I like it. So now we have this kind of cool, it looks like it's actually like moving, and it's really cool. And so yeah, just remember to have like this on a separate layer, and then make sure that it lines up with both of these, like how I did just there. And now you have that mouth, and now we just have to do that except a bit differently with every single other one. That is not what I meant to do. And now we're doing Satomi mouths, right? So we're gonna squish it a little bit, okay? So now down here, maybe actually a little bit like that, and then so we're gonna maybe widen it out a little bit too, and then it's mainly up to personal preference, but I think that this looks pretty cool, and I've been doing it a little bit as of late. So then add your little thing that you want to put in. This isn't mandatory. This is a closed teeth mouth, so you don't always have to do this. I just kind of want to do it to show off more of that, like, other layer. And then I think that's the last time they're going to use a second layer. So then make F. And now, yeah, that's good. And now here, I keep on, like, my brain like defaults to like 2 frames instead of just 1. Did I? Okay, I did it right there. This is a very specific way to do lip sync, remember. Okay. Don't be afraid to add like new mouths like here, because this is just to have fun. And I don't know, because here changing expression, he would not be very happy when he goes so we're just gonna change it. And then now I'm gonna be a bit inconsistent, so here we're gonna squish it. Frame, blank frame, keyframe, where it's squished. And this is how most people do lip sync, okay? And I'm not using it for that example because I think it's pretty sweet. Guys, this is guys, I might actually have to move this a little bit down because it's kind of a problem. Hey guys, so we can move it around accordingly, because remember, there's no rules. You can have as much freedom as you want. I'm testing. Okay, I'm just gonna play it. You can play it as many times as you want. This is me. I'm testing the Satomi mouth. I'm gonna play again. Hey guys, this is me. I'm testing the Satomi mouth. I really like that. It looks really cool. Like, as I said, you can always just like change it, and, like, put this after this, and then, ooh, it's a cool little bounce back. I think that the Satomi mouths can look really cool though. And guys, this is me. Yeah, that this entire thing, just remember, this is all up to personal taste. yeah. Don't forget to set this to single frame, by the way. You set it on loop. Hey guys. Yeah, this don't look good. That don't look good. Hey guys, this is me. I'm testing this at home. What a wide smile on his face. So, real quick. Hey guys, this is me. I'm testing the Satomi modes, and I'm just really happy. Yeah, that looks pretty alright. Let's move that over. So we don't have an L mouth, because personally, I hate L mouths. So, we're just gonna use the teeth mouth, because that's what a lot of other people do. Unless you have KFC mouths and you already have, like, a bunch of mouth presets, I would recommend not using L mouths, because it's just a little... I don't know, L mouths kind of lame. This is more computer fans than talking at this point. Here. I get to finally use the half mouths. Hey guys, this is me. I'm testing the Satomi modes, and I'm just really happy to be here, having fun. Hey guys, now, of course my opinion could change over time, but I really like that. So, using my commands that I have already, I'm going to select all of these frames, and I'm going to use frame to graphic, which I'll do it slower. So I go into my thing, and then I do my frame to graphic thing, because I like that one a bit more. And now we're gonna add the legs. Yeah. I need to make bank, okay? But so this isn't a style guide, but for Satomi, I've noticed that Satomi, like, usually, or at least in like early, like, what the hell? Anyways, so we're gonna flip that. I have a hotkey. Use hotkeys, they help a lot. And so now I'm gonna actually convert them into separate symbols to show some stuff that I didn't show last time. And we also gonna make these graphics so that we know that the command is gonna work right. Because I genuinely don't know what's gonna happen if I use movie clips. I've never done that before. Like, of course you can like tween them, but I don't know how commands are gonna. I don't know how commands are gonna react. So, hey guys. Okay, so now I'm gonna ignore the legs, and now I'm gonna rotate banana every single like time like his like face changes, or like his like expression changes, or like shifts. Okay, now also this is a very tight space, so I don't really think the recoil is gonna fit. So here, yeah, this recoil is gonna be a bit weird here if I try to use it. So actually, I'll just try to use it real quick to show how it is. Yeah, that's not good. We don't want that. So I'm gonna really quickly just manually do something, and then we're gonna do a classic ease in, which is this, and then classic ease out for the bounce back. And those are the exact stuff that like recoil uses, and this is a bit different, obviously, because I'm not doing it how recoil always does it. This is me. I'm testing the Satomi, and I'm just really happy. I really like this expression. Actually, like 1,000-yard stare. And then, okay, so now we're gonna select it. Very cool. You have to make sure to select the frame behind it, by the way, because otherwise it's just not gonna work. So Control R, which is my keybind. There we go. And now we're gonna use these, and we can either manually do it, or we can just like, yeah. So this is fine. So Control R. Now it's weird. So now we're gonna do what we did like with the stuff up here. We're just gonna manually do it, okay? Otherwise it's gonna be really off-putting. And something that I like about this is that banana doesn't like move too much, because otherwise that could be really weird. Because like if you skew it like all the way over here, that doesn't always look the greatest. This is me, guys. This is me, and I'm saying that because I've done that many times, and it looks really buns. Now we're gonna do what we did here, because we don't have to make any like crazy like special modifications. Yeah, I like this. I like this a lot. And that looks nice. And then don't forget to remove the leg markers. Do not. And now I'm just gonna select all the frames, and we're gonna make it a frame to graphic. And then now we're gonna do something else, which is shot composition. Okay, give me a sec. Okay, we're gonna get. How about we get eraser? Not go into the symbol. Don't want to do that. So eraser is gonna be right over here. And we're gonna slightly tint eraser, not that color. We're gonna make him. We're gonna make her, or him, or whatever, slightly like dark blue, so it looks like he's like closer to the camera. No, maybe not like that. And then, so there. And then this is what I kind of wanted to talk about this, and I'll talk more about it later. This is shot composition. Okay, there's quite a few shot types. Like, so this is a medium shot. This is a, I think this is a close-up. This is either an extreme close-up or just super close-up. And then extreme, like super extreme close-up. And this is, like, I think it's either a small shot or a long shot. And then, like, this along with, like, a, like, power mark, that would be, like, an establishing shot. That's what establishing shots are usually used for. But that was your quick, like, little lesson on shot composition. And then also, I'm going to show you something that a lot of OSC animators, for some reason, just don't understand. It's called the rule of thirds. And so I'm just going to make these 4 lines. I'm going to convert it to a symbol. This is how I'm going to do it, at least. Alright? And then, so we're going to do that. And then we're going to kind of make it like that. And you kind of... I'll find a better definition real quick. But for the rule of thirds, you need like, it would usually be like a 3x3 graph. So I could literally just do that like with this. So this is a rule of thirds like type graph. Rule of thirds. So the image is divided into 9 parts, right? So that means, like, each one of these points, like, here, 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 and here. This is where we want to put our characters for the most dynamic shot composition. So if we put eraser, let's move the graph a little bit up, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's where it is. So if we can put eraser, like, around here. There you go. Sweet! And now, this is the rule of thirds. It provides us more dynamic shots. And the OC, they gotta learn about this, okay? Hey guys, this is me. I'm testing the Satomi mods. And I'm just really happy to be here, having fun. But yeah, so we're gonna watch this. Hey guys, this is me. I'm testing the Satomi. Never mind. Give me a sec. Okay, now we can watch it. Hey guys, this is me. I'm testing the Satomi mods, and I'm just really happy to be here, having fun. Hey guys, this is me. I'm testing the Satomi. I really like that. I actually really like that. And I know that it might not be everybody's cup of tea, because not everybody thinks that Satomi mods look good all the time, which is fair. You can use them sparingly. You can use them every single time that you do lip sync. I don't care. There are no rules. That is literally the entire fun of being in the OSC. So take this. You can use this. You can do whatever, because this isn't my technique. This is just do whatever. I just kind of want to. I'm gonna take the but like here, you could like just change it like the mouths are. So like this, you could make it like every 2 frames. Like, it's still fast, but it isn't, like, as fast. Here, because it goes in instead of bouncing back. So we can, like, it can do that. It can do that. I literally don't care what you do, because there are no rules. Like, the one thing in here that you should follow whenever you're using dynamic shot composition, 100%, is the rule of thirds. Because that is so important to creating dynamic shots. And I don't always do it. It's a bit subconscious for me because I don't always just like make a graph every single time. But it is so incredibly important. It is so important. I'm gonna save this and I'm gonna move on to something different. Okay, so real quick, we're gonna record a really quick audio. Not one that uses, like, the F sound and, like, every other sound so you can, like, use the other mouths. No. We're just gonna get a really quick audio of me just, like, saying words. Walking is so fun, and it is really cool to do that. And now, I'm gonna export this as walking is so fun, and I like to do that. Of course, you don't have to do this exact thing. That would be a little bit weird. We're gonna make a new FLA. Now we're gonna import the thing. I'm gonna actually really quickly move that more over here so I can just have time to show it. All right. I got a ping. But where? From where? Okay. So we're gonna have a few things. We're gonna get a character. Okay, what character are we gonna use? Let's use... What character do I voice that is all limbs? Other than Banana. So literally none of them, besides Plastic Fork, who I didn't... I'm not going to teach you how to make your own walk cycle, because that is not what I am here for. I'm not that good of an animator. I'm going to show off basic stuff to help. So... Big important thing, I sometimes see people make their own walk cycles, and sometimes they look a little bit poopy. So what we're gonna do here, we're just gonna use the bfdi walk cycle. And the reason why I'm saying this is because Michael and Carrie have been very clear that they are very open with people using like their assets and stuff. So we're gonna use this instead of taking someone else's. So also I want to say the object animator toolbox walk cycle is really buns. So we're gonna get this frame right here. This frame, this look good. This is good for a walk cycle, right? Yeah. So we're gonna make that frame to graphic, and we aren't gonna look at that for a solid minute. So now we're gonna look at Lego. We're gonna look at Lego. Okay. Okay.
Walking is walk.
We're gonna use the concept style for this, okay? We're gonna use recoil, and we're gonna. The only thing that we aren't really gonna animate is gonna be the eyes. We're gonna do blinking. But that is not too difficult. We're gonna flip this, and then we're gonna really quickly fix it. Okay, and then there we go. What a happy boy! Oh! Okay. Okay. So now we have this, and now we're gonna make a closed mouth, okay? And now something that I do whenever I make mouth loops, I just get a bunch of keyframes here, and then I just move them around how I see fit. So now this is ever so slightly squished. And then now this is very squished. This mouth we're gonna copy to our, we're gonna do Control-C. Now we're gonna move it over here. And then we're gonna delete this. And we're gonna move it over here. I have automatic keyframes on, by the way. It's very helpful, at least for me. Would recommend. Now we have the squished. Now we squish it a little bit more. And now we leave.
Walking is so fun, and it is really cool to do that.
There we go. We have a quick little mouth loop that we're gonna use.
Walking is so fun.
Oh, it's perfect. Oh, it's so nice and happy. Yay. And then we do that.
And it is really cool to do that.
So now we're just gonna really quickly do what we did last time, and we're gonna do 2 frames for the blank, and then that's it. That is not the right layer. Okay. Keep in mind, this is all for personal taste. This is all personal taste. Do not do this if you don't want to do that. I might be literally just spouting nonsense at you. I could just be saying what someone else said, but in different words. I don't know. Do what works for you. I don't care. And now, okay. Now, to make it easier to move these, we're gonna anchor the points over here. And this one is really off, so we're gonna change it. And so now we're gonna move these. Remember, I have automatic keyframes. This will not be the same for you if you don't have that on. And now I'm gonna use recoil again because I love recoil, and we're gonna do Control R, which is my hotkey.
Walking is
Or remember, you could always just like boo. And there. You can only just do that. And now real quick, we're gonna turn it all into a framed graphic. I'm gonna use it manually so you can see what I do. So there we go. And now I'm also gonna like move this around like how I usually would, because we aren't at the other part yet.
Walking is fun.
Now we're gonna do Control R, which means yay, more recoil. I like to spam recoil for the entire scene. We framed a graphic it again. It is literally just an endless cycle of recoil and framed a graphic, and it is literally the worst thing ever. And now we have this.
Walking is so fun, and it is really cool to do that.
Okay, now some of you would say, wow, Quonndog, wow, Quonndog, that looks really cool and good, and yay, happy. No. So, we can either do this manually, or we can do it how people probably should be doing it. So we're gonna turn this into a movie clip, like how we did it. Okay, we're gonna do it how all the cool kids do it, okay? So we're gonna have it like this. We're gonna have a frame 1, frame 15, okay? Frame 8, very middle. We're gonna have it go down to Pound Town. Then we had a classic, we had a cubic ease in out, like how Michael Huang does it. Does this look good? Let's find out. Let's take a look. See, that looks fine. But I want to try something else, because this is something that I used to do a while ago. I'm learning with you guys right now. That looks so much worse! Okay, so what I did, it was cubic ease in on the first tween, cubic ease out on the second. That was awful. I hate doing that, and it looked really bad. So, we're gonna stick with good old Michael H, where he does the thing, and it's like you bouncing up and down.
Walking.
And now there we go, except, oh no, it doesn't move. Actually, let's keep it small. Let's keep it tiny and small. Okay, Control F. Now we have it how it ought to be. And we got it, like... And now we got it good. And now we're gonna... Does this look good?
Walking is so fun, and it is really cool to do that.
See, that looks fine as is, okay? Right? That looks okay. That looks watchable. That looks feasible. So now we're gonna watch it in its entirety.
Walking is so fun, and it is really cool to do that.
That looks
walking
a
is
little
so fun.
bit too fast for me. So we're gonna really quickly slow it down by making it look more like...
Walking is so fun, and it is really cool to do that. Walking is...
And I like that. I like that quite a lot. And that looks really nice. And that is what we are going for. So, now, it's very similar to the Object Animator Toolbox chapter, where he goes over walk cycles, except I really disagree with how he actually makes the walk cycle. That looks kind of poopy. So the bobbing up and down, and then while you nest it, that's cool, that's fine, I like that. I just wanted to spread the word, because a lot of people haven't actually seen Object Animator Toolbox, and it's kind of poopy. I'm gonna save this real quick.
Walking is so fun.
There we go, that's really cool. Alright, so far, it's also been really basic, really basic, like, just talking. So we're gonna do some action at the very end, alright? And I'm gonna end my segment. So first, I said last time, I said in the very first tutorial, the really awful one, yes, the pose to pose is better. Personally, for me, it works better than just, like, winging it. And I stand by that. I still agree with that. So I'm gonna just animate a really quick, like, test. Okay, first I'm actually gonna move this to its own layer. Everything needs to be on its own layer for this, by the way, because otherwise it's gonna be kind of farts.
Hey guys.
Actually, I think I might just have these on the same layer, so I can... Because I like my ads on the same layer, because I don't really do too much with them. Let's get rid of the mouth. Let's get rid of the mouth for right now. Okay. So I'm just gonna get myself some base poses, okay? There we go. That's a really nice little base pose. We aren't adding legs yet. Okay, we're gonna add legs later.
Hey guys, I'm
gonna actually re-record that.
Hey guys, I'm Pep and I'm Pep and
I did I'm Pep.
Hey guys, I'm Pep and this is a test animation. Hey guys, I'm Pep and this is a test animation.
Oh, my voice like glitched in real life.
Hey guys, I'm Pep and this is a test animation.
That's good. That'll be fine.
Final Pep.
Yay. That doesn't make me sound like a psychopath.
The final peppermint.
Bro. I actually have a kind of cool idea for what I'm gonna do with this. Okay, we're gonna do all the poses first, then we're gonna get into it.
I'm Pep and this is Pep and this is a...
Yay! Happy day! Okay. We're gonna really quickly actually remove these frames so we don't have to have excess stuff that we don't need. I want to do lip sync last, so we aren't gonna do any lip sync, okay? First, we're gonna make everything here a symbol. It is all gonna be a graphic, so we do not have to be obnoxious and have to change it all back. Unless it's actually all just a movie clip or not. We're stupid. Okay. Now I want to anchor everything. Alright, we're going to anchor all the arms, okay? So we can have it, like, these are the joints. It's like a little puppet. Yay. I want a bit more time to show, like, the first, like, bit of this motion. So.
Hey guys,
Okay, there we go. And now we're gonna... Okay, we're just gonna anchor the arms. We're gonna anchor the eyes, because that is not important right now. Alright, we're gonna animate just the arms, so we can... Just, like... Because that's just how I do it. Remember that everything here boils down to personal taste, okay? If there was one right way to make an object show, nobody would do it. Okay, so we're gonna have an in-between there, and we're gonna have a little smear frame here. We're gonna get a quart ease in. We're gonna get a cubic ease out. We might have to do some frame by frame, because I literally don't know how I'm meant to do this with tweens. I like my tweens. They can be a bit confusing sometimes, though. Do not be afraid of frame by frame. Just do not be afraid of frame by frame. It can be necessary, but it just...
Hey guys,
So that looks really farts, so...
Hey guys, I'm Pep, and this is a...
So if frame by frame looks bad, do be afraid of it. Don't do it then. So that idea is kind of a bust, but it's...
Hey guys,
It's kind of fine, because it wouldn't have contributed too much to the overall motion anyway. So I'm gonna really quickly get an in-between for this. I kind of want to do all just like one layer first, if you catch my drift. So...
Hey guys, so
that looks really bad. So we can probably add an in-between here. First, I kind of want to get like a little balance here. That looks cool, except I still want to add the in-between. What if we just draw a regular hand and then we kind of stretch it out how we want, instead of doing how At least I usually do it.
I'm Pep.
That looks really bad. Maybe this. So, alright. Oh, I almost forgot to actually, like, stretch it out. Okay. Let's actually see what it looks without the in-between. It's all about experimentation. Oh, okay.
Guys, I'm Pep, and this is a test animation. I'm Pep, and this is a test animation.
This is a fine motion. I don't really need an in-between. I just thought it'd be kind of cool. It's whatever. Now this is a really awkward thing. This is gonna be not really fun to transition into. Unless you just, like, do a basic, like, bounce back, which I don't really want to do. It's meant to be more so, like, a different way of in-betweening. Yeah, I think my best bet might just be, like, literally, the bounce back thing. I want to see if that would be okay to do. 'Cause if it looks awful, I'll just not do it, but...
Hey guys.
It looks like I'm just trying to distract away from it, but I don't really want to do that.
Hey guys.
I think it looks better with the in-between though, so...
Hey guys, I'm Pep, and this is a test.
Okay, no, never mind. I really don't think that it looks better.
Hey guys, I'm Pep, and this is a...
And now we're gonna ease into this, which I think is gonna be probably a bit easier. Oh. Okay, maybe not that, actually. And then, okay, here, maybe we could slowly... Not slowly, we gotta do it pretty fast.
And this is
We have to do these in-betweens, like, really super duper quick and scrumptious. I think that we just have to do more bounce backs. Because otherwise it would look just really awkward. Except now they're going, like, different directions because of how the arms are moving.
And this is
No, I think I gotta, like, lean more into this.
and this is a step, and this is a and this is a this and this and this is a step, and this is a and this is a and this is a
I think that the right arm looks better, but the left arm kind of looks a little bit... It looks a little bit creepy, but it'll do with what I gotta do. Okay, we're gonna have it ease out here instead of it bouncing back. It's gonna be... Okay, here, it's gonna be cubic ease out, and it's gonna be a quart ease in. No, I accidentally made a cubic. Quart.
This is a test. This is a test. This is a test. And this is a test animation. Hey guys, I'm Pep, and this is a test animation. This is a test animation.
I might make these just, like, last a bit longer. Okay, now we're gonna do all the blinks, okay? So what I like to do is, this is a very different way of blinking than cubic ease in. So we're gonna do closed mouth, or eye, Mouth? We don't gotta make it a symbol. Okay, and now we're gonna just kinda... We're gonna skew it, and we're gonna, like, stretch it. And now we're gonna do that with these eyes. We can use whatever tweet we want. My personal favorite for this is cubic. So we're gonna do cubic ease in, cubic ease out. Cubic ease in. We might want to make this a glass a bit longer. Oh, that's... If we can make Pep's like body like move with the blink, I think it could like look better. So we're gonna do a really awkward... That's such an awkward like blink. I don't know. I'm a bit conflicted if I should keep it like that because it's a bit poopy. Now we're gonna do a cute. We're gonna. I'm doing this really out of order. I've noticed is. This is a test. This is a test. I kind of just like want to move it a bit more up. This is a test animation. And this is a test animation. And this is a test animation. Hey guys, I'm Pep, and I kind of want to move my audio down because I never have my audio at the top, and it's gonna look weird to me. Now we're gonna try out like the lip sync that I was talking about earlier, with the like. I'll explain it when I get to it. All right. So first, we're gonna make our mouths. Oh, pissed, fucking pissed. Oh, I gotta do the thing. Oh, that looks fucking weird. My nose, it's itchy. Okay. So now, closed mouth, no teeth. Okay, I'm having fun drawing this. This is really fun. I'm having fun drawing this. I'm having fun drawing this. I have some personal preferences when it comes to mouths. I think I said something like that earlier, but like it'll probably be more prevalent here. All right, now we're gonna make them all movie clips like how we did before, except now it's gonna be flipping different. Okay. So, we're going to make a bunch of blank frames. Now we're going to do the thing where we make it smaller. But then, this is what I like to do. Squish it. Not skew it, but whatever. Stretch it. Skew it. So it slowly like goes on the next mouth. Because I don't think that all mouths are meant to like last that long. And here, we're going to have frame, and now on our first frame we're gonna have mouth slowly squish. I might change it so it lines up a bit better, but yeah, that looks way better. Okay, and now here we're gonna do the thing like with the like, mouth again, except now it's gonna bounce back up instead of going down into the thing. Okay. I was about to do the exact thing that I did in the... Should have maybe filled it before, but whatever. It doesn't make that much of a difference. I kind of want to, add a tongue, maybe. If so, I'm not going to do concept style. I won't do concept style. Oh. So the tongue color that I usually use is the color code is FF6666. And it's nice, and I really like it. And it's what I usually use for tongs. I might redraw the tongue bit. I'm gonna draw. Maybe we could literally just like eradicate it. No, let's keep it. Let's keep it. Just because. Okay. And then here. Let me use my Looky Loo. So that is just not going to look how I want it to look. That's whatever.
Hey guys.
Oh wait, it's fire? Now we just like lip sync it, and then we just. Every single one of these starts with "Hey guys." Actually, oh my god, do I gotta move it every single time?
Hey guys.
Okay, now we're gonna change the mouth to. Now here, just for like anticipation. Yeah. My flipping dogs, bro. No, alright, we're gonna make another mouth to build anticipation.
Hey guys. Hey guys. Hey guys.
Alright, I'm actually gonna see how it looks so far. Okay.
Hey guys, I'm Pep, and this is a test animation.
Yay, that looks really nice, and I really like that. Alright, now we're gonna make a separate mouth for the part where they go test animation. And now it's gonna be a really big happy thing. So they're really happy. Actually, I'll add that later, like how I usually do, because that's really cool. And it'll be cool for the lesson, and it'll be freaking awesome. Alright, now do not use freaking awesome in your everyday life. Do not use that as a reasoning to do stupid stuff, like making an entire other mouth. It is not that crazy to make a separate mouth. Let's just make them all here, okay? Alright, I have an idea for what we're gonna do. So we're gonna squish it, we're gonna do the thing, but then, on the other layer, we're gonna get... Yay! That's a bit buns, and we can fix it in a minute. First I wanna get this one done, though. Yeah, that looks okay. I'm okay with that. I wonder what this one here is gonna do. We could probably skew it a little bit to actually make it feel a bit more seamless. And we're gonna make it all in one frame to graphic, and it'll be really cool. Now it's freaking awesome.
I'm Pep, and this is a test.
Now let's take a quick look.
Hey guys, I'm Pep, and this is a test animation. Hey guys, I'm Pep, and this is a test animation. Hey guys.
Yeah, I think it looks a little bit weird how it doesn't really move with the mouth. So we're gonna... So now it actually looks like the jaw is closing.
Animation.
And now that's freaking sweet. And now we all have to... And now all we gotta do is we gotta bumble it all up. Oh! I actually almost forgot the entire... entire reason why I was doing this all before the legs. So I can show off the leg marker stuff again. Because that was kind of useless. I mean, it wasn't useless, but it was like a bit unnecessary in the really simplistic style. So we're gonna do it here, where it matters more. In here. Now we're gonna do... Okay, and now I'm gonna make it all graphics. I'm gonna actually fix the anchor on Pep. Ruby? Okay, I thought that was... Oh my god, I thought you guys already left. Bro. Okay. Oh my god, I forgot to put them on separate layers. I might just use recoil for this part.
Hey guys. Hey guys. Hey guys.
All of these start with hey guys, and it's really farts. Now we're going to do an automatic ease, classic ease out. Classic ease in. There we go.
Hey guys. Hey guys. Hey guys, I'm Pep. Hey guys.
Now we're gonna use recoil again.
Guys, I'm Pep. Guys, I'm Pep, and this is a...
Now we're gonna have Pep like squish down like big time. Okay, there. I kind of want to keep it in the same like spot-ish. Okay. There we go. Alright, we got the feet drawn. Now we're gonna... I kind of want to make it, like, rotate that way and into here. It's kind of, like, more like an animation time-lapse, if anything. But it's a kind of fun way to make, like, transitions. Maybe we could rotate it more like this. Figuring out how I'm meant to rotate it.
And this is a test. And this is a test. And this is
I don't really want to squish the feet because that would be really... Because there's like no real need. And then... Now we're going to make sure that the heel stays level with the rest of the body. I'm okay with stretching the feet here because it's like necessary for the like stretch. Like we could like keep the like legs like this and then like maybe have like swoop down like she's like jumping. Ooh, I actually really like that idea. That's kind of sweet. Okay, wait, did I get this one? Did I get this in between? Yes, okay. So we're gonna do a classic tween. We're gonna do quart ease in. Does this look okay?
This is a snap, and this is
That I really like that. Maybe we could use... Does Quint work for this? Like, that's my name, but with a T.
this is a test animation.
I'm gonna make a little thing so I can tell where the ground is for when Pep, like, lands. Like, here, around here.
And this is a test animation.
Oh, crap. Oops. Alright, okay.
Hey, Quinn.
Yeah?
Dad and I are gonna head up there.
Alright.
You gonna do DoorDash?
Yeah.
Pay attention a little bit maybe to the dogs unless Jimmy's super whiny.
Yeah.
And we'll see you tonight, later.
Yeah.
Okay, do you have your phone near you if you need to text us?
Yeah, right over there.
Okay. Alright, bye.
Alright, bye. Ooh, no, oh, dude, the legs are off. Okay. Really glad that I caught that before I did anything, like, crazy. Hi, dogs. Can I create a motion tween? Ooh. Sorry, bro, but that ain't it. Alright, okay. So, I want to see what we can do here. Because I really don't like using motion tweens. Oh, I'm so congested! Okay, so Quart, he's in. I kind of want to use a sign he's out because that's like meant for like rotating things.
Test animation. Test animation. And this is a test animation. Test animation.
I want to watch through this again.
Hey guys, I'm Pep, and this is a test animation. A test animation.
I like that a lot. I really like that. So let's go through it. Okay. So first, we gotta remove these. So first, regular lip sync. Blanks are like that. The arm eases in. Smear frame. A lot of this is just like really basic, like bounce back. And if you can just like figure out like where to like skew and stretch and everything, then that's like half of that. That's half of bounce back stuff. Figuring out like what eases you like. I like Quart ease in, cubic ease out, because that's what people that I know use. That's really cool.
Hey guys.
This looks a little bit weird. I'm gonna really quickly stretch this out a little bit longer. Okay.
Guys, I'm Pep, and this is a test animation. Test animation.
Okay. I'm gonna really quickly make this a little bit wider. Okay, there we are, and now I'm gonna frame to graphic it so I can make it as big as I want it to be. Okay, here. Maybe I will.
And this is a test animation.
Yeah, I'm actually really happy with this. You at least learned something from watching me do that. It's like I wanna like get better with stuff like this, like fully animated, like. Because this in between is not the best. Maybe we could try to exaggerate it a little bit more, and we could like, yeah, I like that a bit more. Oh crap! Maybe we could like move it down a little bit down here. There we go. All right, that looks miles better already.
Hey guys, I'm Pep, and this is a test animation. And this is a test animation.
I feel like it doesn't matter which way Pep like rotates for this. Yeah. Okay.
Test animation. Test animation.
Alright, I like that a bit more. Bro, zip your freaking lips. Okay, now we're gonna watch it in full.
Hey guys, I'm Pep, and this is a test animation. Hey guys, I'm Pep, and this is a test animation. Hey guys, I'm Pep, and this is a test animation.
Yeah, I'm actually really happy with how that's turned out. Okay. There's one more thing I kind of want to do. And I kind of just want to get, like... Let's just get, like, I've seen this somewhere. Let's just get 2 blue squares. It's like the J&J membership thing. Okay. I have an idea on how I want to do this. It's just that, like... I want to animate some sort of action. So... This isn't going to be like a step-by-step guide on like how to like rig or like tweener it or anything. I want to do it like frame by frame so I can get it done a bit faster. And like not have to like go through like the pain of that. I don't really know what to do. Maybe I could like make this color a bit different actually because I don't like it. Yeah, there we go. It actually just looks like the J&J membership guy. These are too short of legs. So there we go. Let's move this guy farther away. So that is uneven and shit. So I kind of want to do something like needle from teapot too. Okay, we're gonna do a really quick like run and punch. All right, we're gonna see. We're gonna make like an what? We're gonna make an impact frame, and we're gonna show like a bit of the anticipation. Actually, I kind of want to make. Let's not do frame by frame. Let's just do really quick easing. So we have that. Let's do like a really fast, like, maybe we could have like a really quick ease out here. So just be, yeah, I have an idea for how I want to do this. All right, so we're gonna build up the anticipation with like each thing. We're gonna have, like slowly like zoom in on them, right? I kind of want them to like raise their fist a little bit, like. Actually, no, I kind of want to keep their eyes on the target. Okay, we're going to copy their body, and we're going to just... do a really quick, like, smear frame. I hate that. Alright, now I have an idea for where I want it to go next. This guy is just really cute core. So I'm not gonna draw this again, so I'm just gonna make it like one like symbol, so I just don't have to do it again. Okay, so we're gonna do the thing. We're gonna do the rule of thirds thing, okay? To show that I wasn't talking out of my ass. We're gonna make sure that it fits, because it kind of doesn't. I don't think that it does. It does not. There. And make it centered. I'm kind of not talking because I'm actually gonna make a quick animation. I'm actually really excited to see how it looks. So, what we're gonna do... we're gonna have the anticipation slowly build up. So here they end up here. So I'm gonna count that as that. And now I'm gonna copy their body so I can make it an angle real quick. Alright, we're gonna make a really quick, like, up angle thing here. So we can just, like, kind of, like, get it over with, I guess. Okay, so I just have to redo that all over again. It's probably fine. That's fine. This isn't like the greatest angle ever. It's like actually really awful, but well, it works. It works. It works. If it works, it works. Okay, so that is an awful color choice. So what you want to do for angles, by the way, this is kind of a design tip, but it's just better. So you want to take the fill, make an outline around it, and then get the color that you want, and then make the line size double, so it's like 24 for me because I use 1920 by 1080. And okay, it's screwed up. Okay, I gotta fix it. I gotta fix it. And there we go. And yay! Now, the anchoring is all kind of weird. Oh, I didn't think that it would do that. This is a beautiful hand. Oh my god! This is the worst shot I've ever created. This is actual, like, disgust. This is awful. This is the worst. Okay. You want to get this? And we have this. Alright, now. Oh no, what did I do? What? Dude. Can I just convert to symbol? Yeah, okay. So what is the problem? What is the problem? Okay, so it's fine. So it's... Oh. What? What do I do? Okay, now I'm gonna call this character Friend E. That is the worst name ever. What is that? Can I literally just, like, move that and then it gets better? Okay, so we're gonna make our own little mini impact frame. So first, we got this. It's really shit. It is actually awful. But then, if you can ignore it, if you give something... Why is it a guide layer? Genuinely, why was it a guide layer? Is that why it was tweaking? I think so. So if we can give it an impact frame. Let's make it black, and then let's... I want to make the frame that it'll end up being. Okay. This is so good. It's so good. It's so good. So here, we're gonna get them to be like that. That's awful. She lands on her head all the way over here. So now let's go. I want to do this shot first, and then... Okay. So now we're going to get our impact frame. First, we're going to move this up like a layer. This is how I do it. So, we get that, and now we get the thing. Now we have the thing. We have our little onion skin. And actually, I kind of want to, like, frame to graphic it real quick, so I can just, like, get a better sense of how big I want it to be. This is okay. It's fine. Okay, sweet. So we're gonna make like some scribbles, okay? We're gonna make some scribbles that look like it's like a huge explosion. It's going fucking crazy. It's going fire. Fire is going everywhere. It's gonna end the world. So we're gonna make it look like that, okay? So and we're gonna trace over our characters in like the white outline. I kind of want to just like get like a really basic like outline, not like actually like get everything. If you want to, that's fine. I don't really want to trace over every single feature on the thing. That is why I made the friend symbol. I don't want to call them the friend. That vile. It's actually vile. Okay. Is this feasible? So what you can do, you can either layer them, or you can just have, like, one, like, thing. Like this, that. That can, like, look cool, but it does not look cool here. It's all up to personal taste. I want to have some stuff before it, and then we have that, and then we have the actual thing. And now I want to get my guy. I want to get my guy. I forgot to do this earlier. But I want to get, boop, bump. Now we're going to get a classic ease in. And then here we're going to do recoils. Real quick, I also want to frame the graphic this so that I can just like have a really fast and not super. Okay, my dog is loud, so we're gonna do a classic ease out. You can transition from that. Maybe we could have a like really fast ease in, so it like just transitions a bit better. Yeah, this is okay. It's not very great, but it can give you kind of the gist of what, like, you gotta do. Like, you gotta build up this anticipation in this, like, not very specific way, but, like, you should, like, have some sort of build-up so it feels more impactful when you show the impact frame of the impact. So here's, like, my tutorial. Real quick, I'm gonna open up everything that we did. Squares. You are a square. Okay, so hey guys, this is me. I'm testing the Satomi mounts, and I'm just really happy to be here having fun. Hey guys, this is me. I'm testing this. Okay, so walking is so fun, and it is really cool to do that. And that's walking, and that was and oh, and then here's my try hard. Hey guys, I'm Pep, and this is a test animation. Hey guys, I'm Pep, and this is a test animation. That landing could be way better. If you can, okay, it would be really cool if someone who's a better animator than me got this audio, and I think it'd be really cool if people like set in like stuff where they made the landing like better, because this landing is really farts. That it's like a really like lame way to end a thing. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay, I guess. But it shows you what you gotta know. And these, I hope that you at least like learned something. Do this, like at least like saw some stuff that I did, and we're like, huh, I could skew it that way, and like I should follow this kind of shot composition. I could do that for my walk cycles. I could not do cubic ease in. This is me testing this, and this is like a really simplistic stuff here that I really like. This is how I do stuff. I do really like simplistic animations, and I'm not super used to this, but I think it turned out okay. And if you can make it better, that's amazing. And I want to see what everybody can do. And that was my entire point of the thing. And I will transition to Gorg's segment now, if he actually made one.
Yeah. My name is Gorg Cheese Scripts. I made a Lethal Show, Groundhog Daily Object Show, and I'm making a new show called Soup. It's gonna come out soon. Be ready for that.
And also
guys.
the board show.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut.
Big and fat and smelly. He's also in Suits. He voices in Concept. He voices
Gorg
in
Cheese
SDS.
Scripts. That's my name. Gorg Cheese Scripts.
What is SAS? What is that coming
No!
out? What is the next episode of EFGS Shorts? When is BFB2, but I'm here too.
Are you looking at my channel?
Wow.
There we go.
I feel good. Super fly, super good. Shoulda, coulda, knew I would. Super fly, super fresh. Ask your mama,
But
she's
I'm recording.
impressed.
There's no one way to do it. And here's what the audio sounds like.
Looks like someone ate sugar before bed.
Alright.
Are you using my audio? I wasn't
Yeah.
listening. Oh, this is awful.
Alright, so first thing I usually do is I draw the mouth, right? We usually start with like a closed mouth. You know? Give some nice teeth there, you know? It's pearly white. Alright. So then, oh my god, this is horrible! Oh, can we cut this out?
You were not prepped for this. This is gonna shape OSC generations to come, bro.
I can't even draw a mouth. My lines are wobbling because I'm like laughing. I'm giggling to myself.
You shot like really fast.
That's bad.
Good.
That's
I
good.
like
That's
that.
good
That
enough.
makes me happy.
It's good enough.
Shoulda, coulda,
Right,
knew
so
I would.
right click it, turn that into a symbol, and color it in, right? You guys don't have to copy what I'm doing here. You guys can do it any way you want. It's lip sync. There's many ways to lip sync.
Yeah, we already knew that, Gorg. You know.
Some of these new gens just didn't know that. Okay, things with a mouth. Don't make it. Okay, so you see onion skin, the open mouth. See how that went above, right? That looks yucky and icky. All right. What you gotta do? You gotta adjust it. So you get so it's like either lined up or below. So it's like one fluid movement downwards, like the jaw opening. It's a very good tip for like mouth. And usually what I do is I see a lot of people struggle with F mouths, you know? So usually what I do, I just trace over the closed mouth. And I just like add those little like the McDonald's, you know? Like the flinted meal. This is not gonna
Just
age
copying
well.
exactly what I'm saying. I
This
see
is
how it
not
is.
gonna age well. Not sponsored by McDonald's, by the way. O mouth is just it's an O, you know. Just like an oval circle, whatever. Is a good tip. Good tip is that the O mouth should be like going in the direction of where the character is facing. If the character was facing forward, I'd put the O mouth right there. But since they're like facing towards the right, I'd put the O mouth on the right. I might be actually spewing nonsense.
Bro, makes me
I
feel
might
like I explained like actually nothing.
I feel like I'm not explaining anything here.
No, you explained like way more than I did. You're doing great.
Get your frame picker. I've have mine down here. A lot of people
This is
don't
the
have
section
it.
for new gens.
A lot of people don't know how to get frame picker. So what you do is you go into window, and then right here it says it doesn't show on my. All right, so you go into window. Like this is how you get frame picker. You go into window, like right here it says frame picker, and that's when you press that. Well, that's how I get rid of it. That's how you get rid of the frame picker if you already have it open. Yeah, I just have a frame picker down here. You know, it's a little drawer I can like drag up. You know. So for mouths, you put them on single frame, right? This sounds like an O. You know. So you just do the O.
Really,
You can like
you
speed
don't
this up.
say.
You can like speed this up. Oh wait. I should hold on. Hold on, wait. I should drag up the. I should drag up the lip syncing. All right, so this is like this is a pretty accurate lip syncing chart here, right? Like I would definitely recommend this for like new gens, you know? Like people who don't really know what they're doing with lips, and I would recommend this. I'm saying a lot of the same stuff over and over. I'm like a broken record.
Repetitiveness is key because they are the OC new gens.
A good tip is to make the mouth happen before the sound because light travels faster than sound and it hits your eyes before the sound hits your ears. It's like your eyes are looking at it and you can like predict what happens, you know?
Looks like
Is that why my lip sync always looks so poopy?
Maybe.
Okay. What's the number?
Okay, so another good tip is to like try to see how your mouth like does it. Like if you're not too sure what mouth to use, just like say it out loud, like mouth it, you know?
Like try to like exaggerate too, because
Yeah.
like yeah, I never actually like show my teeth whenever I make an S sound.
Alright, so I'm just getting all the basic mouths down, you know?
it
Alright, so here it is.
looks like someone ate sugar before bed.
If you see any parts that look off, then you gotta just like get rid of it, you know?
Yeah, there's this like thing at like the center of the screen that I think looks like really bad.
Looks like someone ate sugar. Like someone ate sugar before bed.
Alright. So next, usually what I do is I add the eyes. The eyes, I there's a lot of ways to do eyes. I just like I don't know, kind of just like draw lines on the characters. You know, if you ever have like an issue with like placement of like the face, like any specific part, not that one. You select the multiple frames here, right? Just select that whole layer. You can just move everything. It works really
You
well.
can do that.
Yeah. I see a lot
I'm
of
learning
people.
so many new things.
I no, I have seen a lot of people like shockingly. They like each individual frame. They like move it down, and they go to the next frame, move it down. It's like
I do that, but with like Control Y, because you learn new things every day.
yeah, it's also a good tip too. Unless you're like trying to go for uniform style here, if you're trying to like, go more silly, you can see that this goes down farther from this one, and this one goes higher than this one because like it's kind of like tilted, you know? Like it's an object. It's not gonna like this is not a flat
Tilted
object at all.
goes.
It's not this is not a flat object at all, you know? Like even if you really wanted to, you could have the eyes like that, you know?
Wait, this looks so much better.
And that could work, right?
Like someone it should looks like
Alright, so that happens a bit too fast. Usually, okay, so for big movements, like if the character moves at all, or like the eyes change or anything, do it when they're like saying a vowel, like when the open mouth happens, because that's like a key point in the words, you know. I just kind of
it should
draw and randomize here.
bad.
Maybe like adjust this a little bit, yeah.
Like someone ate sugar before bed.
All right. So for blinking, right? This is the real thing here. Convert that to symbol. You right click, convert to symbol, and then right here, like 2 frames before, like something like that. Whoa, that's a long onion skin. Like 2 frames before or something. Do the closed eye.
Like someone
And you like drag these down a little bit, you know.
like
And for the closed eye, you don't really have to make a symbol because I personally don't like tween these. All I do is I just like stretch them out a little bit, like skew them, just so there's like a general sense of movement here. We move those ones down. Or not that far. Because we're not trying to like emulate actual blinking here. We're like close in the middle, you know? We're just trying to make fluid movement that makes your brain happy, you know?
I love making my brain happy.
Classic tween. Cubic ease out. Then
Cubic ease out.
right here, you make a cubic ease in.
like
You can do any tween you want. You know, like none of this is like this is just my style and how I do it. You can use any tweens you want as long as you think it looks good.
like someone is
Right here. You could use the same closed eyes or you can use different ones. You know?
They should be like
it like varies. It varies the animation. It makes it have more life in it, you know?
You should use these eyes.
Nah, I'm gonna do my own thing. Okay, so that doesn't look good.
You see what I mean?
Until you see this. Skew both the eyes outwards since the eyes, these are going out, you know? And here's another thing. You don't have to make it a symbol if you don't want to. You could just use it like a shape tween. Like sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. This situation, it seems like it's working. So I'm not complaining, you know? Make these go in a little bit more.
Just this single adjustment like ruins it.
It won't. Just to make it look like the eyebrows are like kind of coming out from the blink. You gotta make this cubic ease in. Alright, so there's like the blinking. When's the blinking done? Here's what it looks like.
someone ate sugar before bed.
Alright, so notice how this movement looks wrong? I don't know why either. I'm just gonna move that over and see if it works.
Someone ate sugar before bed.
Okay, so that's slightly better. That works a little bit more. Remember, you guys gotta remember, there's no real science to this. It's just whatever looks good looks good, you know? I've been recording for 17 minutes. Oh my god. All right,
Bro,
next
I
up.
got like 20 minutes of silence from my recording.
All right, next up, arms. This is what's next. Arm movement, right? Think about arms. There's lines with balls on them. The size of the balls, size of the lines, size of everything. It's all like part of your style, right? So wait, what you gotta do for the arms, right? You gotta do this in like key poses, right? You gotta like key pose this.
Looks like
For example, what I said.
Alright, so I'm gonna make the body like rotate here. I'm gonna do that after I turn this into a symbol, you know?
like someone
It's gonna, you know, sloppily draw these because quality doesn't really matter, you know? It's not all about the quality, just what you're able to do, you know?
sugar before bed.
Alright, so for the arms, convert them to symbol. You can move the pivot point. You move the pivot point.
You mean the anchor?
Pivot point.
Nah!
Pivot point sounds so much cooler.
Pivot point.
You sound like a sailor saying anchor.
Throw
Keep
it
this
off
in,
like the
by the way.
pirate
Keep this in.
ship.
I want everyone to know. I want everyone to know that pivot point is so much cooler, right?
I'm cutting that out of the video.
Okay, so for the arm movements, you gotta do is you gotta make this arm like okay, so animation, one of the principles of animation is arcs, right? See that arc? That's awesome. That's cool, right? If something moved like that, it looks boring. If something moved in an arc, it's cool. Like imagine if rainbows were just this. You know how boring that would be? That's
Like
what- Put that out. Gonna cancel everything. I'm cooked.
Rainbows would look so boring. There is a science to animation. You're just saying there is no science to animation. You see this orc?
Alright.
This
So-
looks cool.
Alright, so things move in arcs, right? Like an arm. Like imagine these are like joints of an arm, right? Like this is the hand, right? So these are all separate. So like joints are connected like this, right? If you're like working out, you know, like your arm
Get
can
it.
move like this in an arc, you know, because arcs are cool. That was really sick. That was a really cool thing I did.
No.
All right, so you gotta do, gotta make the arms. Okay, normally what I like to do here is so there's like frames here. These like smear frames, right? I like to make these more exaggerated than the one that comes right after it. The one that comes right after it, I like to make those like slightly
Sugar,
like not as
sugar,
apparent, you know? Like cubic. Oh, cubic.
sugar, sugar,
I make these cubic keys in. It's all coming together.
sugar, sugar,
Everyone is here.
All right, you see how smooth this motion looks?
sugar, sugar,
It's because of the arc. It's all about the arcs, you know? Because if you think about it, if I were to onion skin this real quickly, right? The arm is basically moving in an arc upwards, you know? I don't know why I'm a fluid bush, but yeah, basically the arm like arcs, you know?
It does
It's
not
pretty
follow
cool.
that arc that you just drew, by the way. That is not. I have a big box of donuts.
Should not say that.
I do.
Why do you have a big box of donuts?
Because I wanted to get donuts. Oh god, I got a big box of donuts, you know?
Sugar before sugar.
Yeah,
Like
but
half of them are gone.
Oh yeah. But the main point here is that this is the point, and like there's a circle around that. Ignore that. There's a circle, right? It basically goes like that, you know? Like if you were like put it right there, like yeah, there's like a general point where it follows. Looks pretty cool.
It's sugar
I'm gonna go and get another donut.
And what you can do is you can make it. You can just like move the arms if you feel like it. Like if you really, really feel like it. I have this JSFL. It's called recoil, right?
before
So you
Are
can
you sure about recoil, or maybe you want to use?
Oh wait, or I could use recoil smoothness, but it doesn't really fit with the current situation going on. But I want to show them how to recoil, right? So I have it set to a keybind.
Yeah, I explained this.
I have like tons of commands here, right?
I stole your command folders, by the way.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
before
tons of commands, and recoil's one of them. It's pretty good. So you can like recoil the arms if you really feel like it. Yeah.
It's like someone ate sugar before sugar.
And if you ever see anything that doesn't look right, you can always just adjust it. You can always adjust it.
Sugar.
That looks even worse. Why does it look even worse? Alright. So now I got the top half of the body all animated, right? What I do is I highlight all of the frames and I convert layers to symbol. And it makes the whole thing one symbol that I can freely rotate. Everything rotates with it. It's really, really awesome.
What is your
Best
deal?
feature in all of Adobe. A lot of the things I'm going to show you don't work in other programs. And what I do, I add the legs.
These are Cade Mullane legs, bro. Why are they so long?
There you go.
Yay!
A lot of people, a lot of lazy people like to just copy the same leg. No, you got to draw two separate legs.
Okay, I see how it is.
It's the only way it looks good. And if you just copy the leg over, it looks boring and lame and corporate.
Your face is corporate.
Right? So what I like to do, separate these into different symbols here. Let's get these symbol A and symbol B.
You did not name those accordingly.
Okay, moving on. All right, so in this top half symbol, right? I learned this trick from my good buddy Wes Revs. We talk a lot. He's my best friend.
That is not true.
Wes Revs is my best
Some like girl kid is gonna like believe that.
friend. All right. So what I usually like to do is connect the pivot point to this, right? And like skew the legs. Holding down Alt, by the way. Hold down Alt and it doesn't move. Like if you don't hold down Alt, this is what it does. That's bad. It's really bad.
Good, it's so
We
fire.
gotta like keep the character planted in place. And we just gotta like have it on the line. Alright, so action poses, right? See how this Okay, another tip. Have the anchor. Yarr! Have the anchor like the shoulders. Or like where like the arms are connected, right? That's a good place for the anchor because the body can move and it can look dynamic and awesome. And if you have it too low, it just looks like boring rotation, right? The legs are barely gonna move. It's gonna look really boring. If you have it up here, it's gonna look awesome, right?
Looks like
So on the action poses here, like after a blink, when the eyes like just open, you can move the character, right?
Is it
Move the
nobody? That
character.
probably nobody's gonna fucking see this footage.
Move the character, and you can you gotta skew the legs to the line, you know, like that anchor point. Like you just hold down Alt and you move the dot until it touches the anchor point.
Don't you mean pivot point?
There's another action pose right there. So you can move the legs. This is just how I do it, by the way. You guys don't have to follow this exact thing. All right, so right here, this is the frame where the recoil is like overshooting. So this is where I want it to like continue going. And the legs also get moved. All right, so there's a lot of different ways you can do movement here.
You could just spam recoil.
What you could do is on the blink, you can make the character go down and then rotate a little bit. This is just how I do it. Like this is just my method here. You make on the blink, you make the character go down a little bit, like a couple frames before that. And you do cubic ease in, and I use a classic ease.
You do a cubic ease in.
And then right here is where. What?
You should do a cubic ease in on the second.
No. Okay, so right here, you move the character down a little bit, and you like slightly rotate it the way that this is, you know? And then you move the legs, connect to the pivot points. You know, the good points, you know? Connect the pivot points to the green lines, the red lines, whatever color lines you want. I usually use a circ here, because it just looks the best in my opinion.
I thought that was a sign. I misread it. I was so happy.
Alright, so that's one way to do it. Another way to do it, this is what Quinn does, where you highlight all the frames, and then you use the recoil command. Alright, recoil looks good here, but I don't like the way it looks on the second one. So I'm just gonna... Like, it looks good here.
Everywhere, it's my favorite.
Alright, so for this one, what I want to show you guys is... This is beautiful, by the way. This is beautiful. This is like this is the best strat ever, right? You do the same thing as before, but you don't explain anything. I'm gonna speed this up, right?
No.
You're gonna keep all this in? If you guys made it this far, comment "I love cheese script" in the chat. The comment section, not the chat.
What's that thing that I'm thinking of? It's like the ADHD trap where they make the line go like the line.
Alright, so this is the final animation here.
Looks like someone ate sugar before bed.
Alright, so that looks pretty good, but there's one way to make it better. What you gotta do?
Bunch of letterboxes and lens flares.
No. Draw Homer Simpson on the side.
I am cutting this out.
Draw Homer Simpson on the side. Everyone, show me your best Homer Simpsons in the Quonndog community server. This is a new art event.
I said since my animations that I did were kind of butt, I was like, hey, you guys should all make your own versions, and it would be really cool that we could start a trend. This is not the trend that I wanted to start. That was like Homer Simpson if he was a baby.
Nah. The homework's coming out tomorrow.
Yo, is this the new host for Concept?
Yeah.
Homer Simpson with diaper? Why would you do?
Hi, I hope that you got something out of that. That was a really hour and a half long, like nothing burger of a video. I hope that if you know very basic stuff like how to add tweens into Adobe Animate and make symbols. I hope that you learned something about at least like lip sync or like easing or literally just anything, just so that watching an hour and a half of someone rambling about cartoons and object shows was worth something. If you aren't getting an hour and a half back, I'm sorry, man. Yeah, I wanted to apologize for the minimal editing and the kind of repetitiveness, because the entire video kind of just says nothing, and it says that nothing kind of badly, and it's an okay video. I just wanted to say, I hope that it was decent to watch, maybe? I don't know. It honestly just kind of depends on what you expected to get out of it, because I don't really want to I don't want to walk you through how to make your object show. That isn't fun. That isn't fun for me or for you. Like, if you don't have fun making your show, if you don't have fun animating, then don't do it. And figure out something that works for you. That is literally, I just kind of wanted to give my thoughts on things and how I do things, because people ask me a flake ton. But yeah, I thought that it was okay. I hope that you thought that it was okay. And I will probably see you all in my next video. If that's a commentary, an episode, or literally anything else that is not another animation tutorial, because I don't want to do another one of these. Unless you ask me to, then I probably will.
No!